Welcome to Manifestation Mondays with Marcy. I'm Marcy Newman, your Heart Shift coach, and we are going to talk about a subject today that I think is very important, as are all the subjects that we speak of here. But I think in particular, I'd like to clear up some confusion that I've noticed a lot of people have been expressing recently about one of the basic concepts of manifestation. You know, we have spoken before about belief, how important it is that you have to believe that whatever it is that you are looking to manifest can be yours. You have to believe that it will come to you. You have to believe that the mechanisms of the universe are always working in your favor. They are always conspiring to bring about your dreams, helping to make them true. And so we know that you having this belief is absolutely essential. But as I said, I've noticed recently that there's also some confusion about believing. Now, we can go back to the old way of thinking, which is I'll believe it when I see it. Or, of course, we can embrace what we now know to be true. And that is, we must believe that it's possible, and then we will see it. So, I'm not implying that if you are waiting to see it before you believe it, that it'll never happen. Because, of course, we know that it does happen. But we also know that there are ways, and that's why we come together every single Monday, that there are ways for us to expedite the process. And isn't that what we all want, right? We want things to happen in the speed of light. So, as I was really thinking about this, I started to think about, well, what would be the number one thing that I think that you actually need to believe in order to have all of these mechanisms, all of these processes start to work for you? And I thought about it and I thought about it, thought about all of my own experiences and how some of them have panned out in the way that, I wanted to manifest, and some of them clearly missed the mark. And what it was like for me when they missed the mark was it very often would send me into this inquiry. Well, what was it? What did I miss in order for my target to be missed? What was it that I was disconnected from? What was it that needed to be tweaked? In other words, what I've learned to do is to look inside of me, because as we know, all of the energy for every single manifestation begins with us. We are the ones who set the trajectory. We set the trajectory of that energy that's going to go out into the universe, find other energies just like itself, and come back to us in the form of the experience that we're looking for. And as I was thinking about this, it was like this light bulb went off. And I went, oh my God, I got it. This is it. The number one thing that you need to know in order to bring your manifestations, your dreams to come true, the number one thing is that you need to believe that the vibrational frequency where that experience exists is already there. And it's just waiting for you to align with it. Let me say it in another way. The number one thing that you need to believe is that anything that you want to experience already exists in its own vibrational frequency. So let's break this down for a moment. For instance, if we're in a science class and we're talking about um, the light scale, for instance, and we start to learn about the difference between darker colors and lighter colors and what differentiates them. Well, we learn that they actually are energy that's vibrating at a particular rate. And it's all based on how much light is in that spectrum, right? So if we look at some darker colors, we can see that there's less light. The light is not vibrating as fast, as opposed to some of the lighter colors where the vibration is actually, it's vibrating at a very fast rate because there's more light in it. Well, we also know that there's a different spectrum of light that's associated with these vibrations. So, as I said, some are darker, some are lighter. So, what does it tell us? It tells us that if you are looking to create something in a dark green, you need to go to the vibrational frequency where the dark green is. If you are looking to create something in yellow, you need to go to the vibrational frequency where yellow is. So if you're looking, for instance, to experience more prosperity in your life, do you go to the vibrational frequency of lack, of not having enough, of being impoverished? And do you shake it and shake it and shake it and say, I want you to be prosperity? What happens? Well, as you're shaking it, maybe you turn it upside down, maybe a couple of coins fall out of the pockets. But what's missing is the vibrational frequency where prosperity is. Where is prosperity? Do you think it's in a vibrational frequency of a denser accord, or do you think that it's in a vibrational frequency where there's a lot of light that is congregated? So I'm certain that you're watching this and you've already made that association. In fact, we might even say that a light bulb has gone off, right? So as we are sort of shifting the way we are looking at something, we start to also understand something on a new level. As we accept this as truth, what happens? Well, first, we know the truth will set you free. But it also says that what actually sets you free is your willingness to look at something differently. So if you're not experiencing prosperity over here, if you will turn your perspective, shift that perspective as slightly as you need to, you will start to experience prosperity differently. You have to. It's the law of the universe. Whatever energy that you're putting out, the universe will match it. Energy is always seeking out other energy just like itself. So, this belief is the core of this acceptance that what I'm saying is true. That things actually are sitting in their own vibrational frequency. And in fact, what you're being called to do is to align with it. So, what that means is if prosperity is not present in the vibrational frequency that you've been searching for it in, the vibrational frequency of lack, the vibrational frequency where there's not enough, the vibrational frequency where you're not deserving or worthy enough. They all congregate in the same place. They're like cronies standing around the bar, tossing them down and expecting that you suddenly are having this experience where you are actually living the life that your heart desires. So, with that, I'm just going to leave this with you because I want you to start exploring within yourself how you can shift your own perspective towards prosperity. What can you believe differently than what you're believing now if prosperity is not something that you're experiencing? You can see there's no trickery about this. In actuality, it's pure science, and it's pretty cut and dry. Density leads you to dense experiences. Light will lead you to experiences created in a greater amount of light. So, with that, let me also leave you this affirmation. I am the creative force of the universe. I am the light of love. I am the creator of my own prosperity. It is all within me. So much love to you. I'll see you back here next Monday. And in the meantime, please leave your comments below. Like the video, share it with your friends and family. And I also want to remind you that the last Tuesday of every single month, we have a live workshop where I'm accessible to you. And you can ask me questions about your own manifestation projects and how I can help you to raise that vibrational frequency to meet the one that holds the key to you bringing your dreams to life. Okay, last Tuesday of every month, I will leave the link in the comments below. Please register, join us. It is a fabulous time. So, okay, see you next week. Have a great day now. Bye-bye.